I'm Candace, founder of Candace Lee Yoga. Today's practice will be more in the focus of, sometimes our energy is sluggish and we need rest. Sometimes our energy is sluggish and we need a little bit of movement. So we're going to focus a little more on some gentle movements to get that sluggish energy to start moving around and to wake us up, maybe bring some more clarity to our minds and help us enjoy the rest of our day. So here we go. Blankets, blocks are optional, but you might find them handy during the practice. Start to come around to child's pose for starters. We'll come back to sitting on our heels for a moment, adjusting how we feel here, and slowly coming forward. Resting your head. Let's give attention to that space between your eyebrows. Some of us call that our third eye. Other people simply say the space in the center of our forehead. And bring it down to a connective space. Rest your forehead on your hands. Maybe rock a little side to side. Slowly begin shifting our fingertips forward. Nice wide hands here. Slide the arms forward. Lengthening and stretching out your spine. You can rest your forehead here if you'd like. Then gently move your hands off to the right upper side of your mat and then over to the left upper side of your mat. Take a nice breath in between each. And then coming back through center, I'll turn forward here so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. We're going to bring the right arm down and under the left. Right arm down and under the left. And slowly and gently come down to a space where you can connect your shoulders. This might be a place where you add a block or a blanket. And little by little, gentle twist the opposite way. So now left arm underneath. And then slide back up to a seated space. So you might find yourself kneeling. You might come down to sitting right on your seat, whatever feels comfortable. Open the arms nice and wide. Fingers wiggle. Stretch out the fingers. Open, shut them. And then slowly bring them to your back. Clasping them any which way feels comfortable. And without any push here, simply relax the shoulders down. So right now there's not a lot of energy going into my arms. It's more of a release. Let gravity draw your arms down. And then after a couple breaths, give attention to your upper arm bone, this space here between your shoulder and your elbow, as if they could come together. You might notice your shoulder blades wrapping around your spine, as if those points could come together. Hug them a little bit more onto your back. Nice, stable breath in and out. Releasing this and reaching up. Sometimes when, our brain is not quite on, if we've had a lot of busyness, or maybe you've even eaten some things that your body's not used to. You wake up and you're just not quite clear-headed. Jumping right into some simple movements can start to shift that energy. Like I said earlier, sometimes when our bodies are sluggish, they need rest. And sometimes they need movement. Moving the arms back and forth, maybe a little faster. All right, we're gonna come around to hands and knees shaped tabletop. And this is where a blanket can be handy if you'd like some extra padding under your knees to make this more comfortable. Feel free to grab that blanket, slide it under your knees, planting your hands in a spot that feels like it gives you some stability. Take your right toes back, reach through your heel. And then your left toes back, reach through your heel. Come back to the right. And then switch to the left. Just getting your body moving. Press back to child's pose. This time having your legs together gives a different dimension. Reaching over your legs. Notice how this feels versus the first one we did. Coming back up to a hands and knees shape. Let your belly drop down. Soften your shoulders open. Pull the belly in, round up through your back. And continue to move like this. Belly in, breath in. Belly draws up, breath out. In and out. Simple little cat-cow movements. Spinal releases. And then come to a neutral spine. Neutral, halfway between that tilt and the tuck, halfway between. Stretch those right toes back out again, and your left fingertips forward. Right toes, left fingertips forward. You can stop right here, or reach out in front. You can stop right here with the toes on the ground, or lift part way. Bring a little more energy to your hand, your right hand that's on the floor, and your left shin that's on the floor. Give a little more energy to those two areas that are down on the ground as you reach through your lifted limbs. Set it down. Shift back to child's pose just for a breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. Glide back up. Let's switch sides. So left toes back this time, right fingertips forward. Same thing here. Lift if you'd like. Lift if you'd like. Take the shape that feels best in your body, but give lots of attention to the parts of you that are anchored down to your stability contact points. Reaching through the lifted limbs, pressing down in our contact limbs. set it down. Come back to the child's pose again. Stretch it out. We're going to build on this. Coming back up. Come back to right foot back. Left fingertips forward. This might be your stopping point here. Or if it feels good in your body, you might start creating a movement where your front and back bodies are coming to a connection. Connecting the high, the low, coming right down through to the middle. You might add a little bit more of an exaggeration in the spine, similar to that cat-cow movement we did earlier. And whenever you're ready, set it down, pause for a moment, and then switch sides. Same options, different side. Maybe you're taking a smaller movement, maybe you're choosing a little bit larger movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Set it all down, come around, sit on your heels, pause and rest your hands. This is one of our micro breaks to check in. If we started with a sluggish body, start to notice what just that amount of movement has done for us so far. Maybe close your eyes, tuning in and checking into the parts of us that are waking up, the parts of us that are maybe speaking back. Beautiful. Now coming forward once again. I'd like to turn sideways on this one simply because I'm going to stretch. This is my left leg over here. We're going to stretch out. So I'm going to use the mat shape a little bit different. I have my right foot is sent back just from the same space that I was sitting on it a minute ago, and extending my left foot out so it creates a base, a little stability base. And then coming up to shoulders over hips. Notice this, feel this. This is where blocks could come in handy. If you choose, if you decide you want to have a little, have something for our support, a little bit more balance, this is where a block could come into place. Just feeling the shape for a moment. Notice where it feels strong. Notice where you might notice a stretch. Notice where it feels a little shaky. And sweeping the arms out straight either way. Tilt our bodies down towards that straightened leg. Reach up with your upper fingers, down with your lower fingers, and over any amount. Beautiful. Come on back to the center. Pause, take a breath. Same direction, same way. Flip the palm, reach it over, lift up, get long, bend over. Heading towards that extended leg. One more time. Maybe roll the shoulders, straighten the arms. One more tip. And come back to center. Beautiful. Start to shift the opposite direction. Block or no block. Place your hand down on the mat and let this extended leg come up to a lift. And this is where it can get a little bit wobbly. You might notice this back foot wiggling a little bit. See if you can get the attention at the top of your back foot to stabilize. Maybe shift a little bit of your weight back to hold yourself up. Stretch your arms. Beautiful. Maybe if you want to take your extended arm over your head, reaching long, stay tall, stay tall. Contact points, stay strong. Lifted points, go long. And come on back up. Beautiful, beautiful. Variations all the time, variations all the time. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Notice how that felt in your body. We'll switch sides in a moment. Take a break. Breath in and breath out. Listening to the cues your body is giving you. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. So this time, this is my right leg over on this side, probably backwards to you. Dropping down and coming up. Okay, dropping down and coming up. Still using the blanket for a little cushion for my knee. Connecting with this much of the shape, the sensation, the contact points, making adjustments where needed. Straighten your arms. Soften your shoulders. Sweeping down, up and over. We're going to do this 3 times. 3 times. And come back to center. Take a breath. Notice where you're gripping or pushing, and try to release the need to really rinse yourself into it. Pause when you feel the sensation. One side might be much different than the other. One side might be more fluid. Come back up to that T shape. Relax your shoulders. Beautiful. One more time. Beautiful. Soften. And now sweep it over to the other side. Remember, block here if that feels better for you in your body, if it's helpful. Lift up the back leg and sweep up the upper arm. Contact points strong. Shift your body back just a little bit to give some weight to your leg that's down on the floor. Lifted points long. Contact points strong. Lifted points long. Come back down. Sit. Take it in. Maybe notice the sound of your heartbeat in your ears, or maybe you feel it a little bit. Maybe there's a shift there. We'll start to give attention to our shoulders. Create some circles. We just put some weight on our shoulders, moving around. If you're interested in creating a fuller circle, feel free to add your arms. Feel free to add that cat-cow shape where round as you reach and tuck. One more here. Ah, beautiful. Shake that out. Ah, shake that out. Pause and connect. More deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. Sweep your right arm up. Bend at the elbow and have it land somewhere towards the back of your head, neck, or upper back. Your opposite arm bends and lands somewhere on your lower back, middle back. Your hands might connect here and they might not. That's less of the object. More of being right here with the stretch that you're noticing. If there's a lot of intensity, knowing you have the choice to make it less intense, backing out of the stretch. Maybe you release one of your arms. And one more breath and then we'll switch sides. Breathe it up. Exhale, switch sides. Your left hand towards your head, neck, and upper back. Right arm towards your lower to mid back. Relax the shoulders. And then slowly release. Take it out. Wake up the hands. Beautiful. Come on down to your back. Bring along the blanket if you'd like something soft for your head. Release your body, release your back down. A little bit of rocking here. Take a big breath in. Exhale and bring it all in together into a ball. Roll yourself up like that little bug. Big breath in and exhale, roll up, curl up. One more, big breath in. Exhale it out, curl it in. Release, set your feet down on the floor, your head down to a supported space, giving room to let your knees fall to the sides. Slowly bringing the knees together. Extend your left leg. And cross your right knee over your body. Moving some of that stagnant energy, reach out, stretch out through your right arm. Come back through center. This time a stretch out through the left arm, crossing over the opposite knee. And then back through center. Rest yourself. Your legs down on your mat. Bring your shoulders up into your ears. And release them down. Release your arms. Release your feet. We'll rest for about a minute. slowly start to deepen your breath by rebending your knees. And roll to your favorite side. Pause here on the floor just for a moment. Pause. And then begin to help yourself up. Coming to a shape that is comfortable, an upright shape that is comfortable for you. And we'll close our practice. With our attention to our heart, I wish you much peace, love, and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like us, subscribe to us, and keep coming back to you.